What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Aston.
I'm Leanne.
Two quick things about us. My favorite movie is No Country for Old Men.
And my favorite superhero is The Flash.
If you share any of that with us, comment down below, let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, so no House of the Dragon. Terrible feeling. So today we're going to tell you our top 5 shows to binge watch after House of the Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, so the number 1 show we recommend you watch after House of the Dragon, and a lot of people can attest to this because a lot of you guys have seen it already, is Vikings. Okay, so we binge watched Vikings after we finished Game of Thrones. We ended up liking it more than Game of Thrones. A lot of people don't, a lot of people do, but we ended up liking it more than Game of Thrones. Vikings follows a character named Ragnar Lothbrok. He is an ambitious Viking from Scandinavia, and he wants to go outside the scope of what Vikings normally do. Season 4, it starts to focus a lot more on his children. Many people didn't like this change. We loved it. He has one son in particular named Ivar, right? So if you guys liked Aemond from House of the Dragon, you're going to like Ivar. Ivar has a condition where the bluer his eyes are, the more fragile his bones are. And he's already born with fragile bones, so he can't walk. He's incapable of walking. But his father, Ragnar, tells him, he said, they're going to underestimate you because of that. They're going to underestimate you for it, and you're going to give him hell because of it. And the whole time you sit back and you think, how is he going to do this? He's a Viking, and he can't walk. How are you going to cause any type of damage? And this man, he does some things that you will never forget. He is a staple character in Vikings. He's one of our favorites. He's not our favorite. I don't want to give too much away. But he goes crazy, and it's definitely worth the watch.
So the second show that we're going to be recommending is called The Last Kingdom. It is on Netflix. I think it is 5 seasons. And I think it's done. It's all done. But it's very good. It follows a man named Uhtred. He was a Saxon man, or a kid, and he gets his birthright taken from him, and then he gets adopted by a group of Danes, and he adopts the whole Viking culture and becomes a Viking himself. And then the whole show is just him going on a mission trying to get his birthright back from the people that stole it from him. The show is so good because the characters and all their stories intertwine so crazy, a lot like House of the Dragon. You're gonna like a lot of the characters. We do recommend you watch Vikings before watching this, just so you get a taste of the whole Viking aspect of it. And you'll even see a lot of familiar names from Vikings in this, so you'll kind of, and places, so you'll kind of get attached to people and places very, very fast because you'll already associate them with that other show. And yeah, that's all on Netflix too, so you can all go watch that. It's super easy. Bada bing, bada boom, done. Okay,
so our third recommended show to binge watch after House of the Dragons is Nightfall. So Nightfall is a show Leanne fell in love with. It follows a character named Landry. He's a Knight of the Templar. It follows him and the Knights of the Templar going through a journey of trying to find and losing the Holy Grail, and they're trying to understand the power behind it and also the politics behind it when it comes to the church and how the church low-key rules the nation more so than the king does. If you liked the drama in House of the Dragon, you will enjoy the politics in this show. We get to see characters go from good to bad. We get to see characters who think they're good lose the things that they had and have to earn them back. Let me cut to the chase. Here's the bad part. It only has 2 seasons. It only has 2 seasons. It got canceled for the 3rd, but I promise you will enjoy it. You got to give it a chance, though. You got to give it a chance. The first part, the first couple episodes are a little rough, but then halfway to the end of the season, A1 stuff.
Number 4 on our list is Vikings Valhalla. So this one is a continuation of the original Vikings show that we recommended first. It's 100 years after the events that happened in Vikings, so you hear a lot of the same names. They reference back to characters from the original Vikings. It's really, really cool. And it follows a character named Leif, and he is the son of a berserker that lived in Iceland. And
he leaves his country and ends up in the middle of a confrontation between Christian and Scandinavian Vikings.
Yes. So there's just so much drama. He and his sister are together, and she's on a mission to find this particular person. And there's a whole story with that.
If you watch Vikings, if you finish Vikings, there's no way you don't watch the show.
Yeah, after you finish Vikings, you're already like, I want to see more, and this gives you that. And so the first season is all out on Netflix right now, and they got renewed for 2 and 3 immediately after. I think the second one comes out next summer, hopefully. But yeah.
And the way the season ends, you're just sitting there. What's happening?
Yeah.
Like, you feel like it just started.
Yeah.
You feel like the season just started and they leave you wanting more.
Yeah.
So that was our top 5 shows to watch after watching House of the Dragon.
That was 4.
It wasn't. We had one more. So our last show to watch after watching House of the Dragon. If you haven't seen this show yet, you're living under a rock. If you haven't seen this show yet, you should be happy that you're living under a rock, because this is one of the greatest TV shows to ever hit the television. Okay?
Ever.
The show we're talking about is Breaking Bad. Okay, hold on. I know that's a little bit left field. I know it is. But what we watched in House of the Dragon, it wasn't that much of an action. It was more of a drama. It was more of a thriller. And what did we get? We got an incredible season, and we loved it, right? If you care about if you care about thrillers, if you care about drama, Breaking Bad is probably the best it's ever been done.
Best.
Breaking Bad follows a man, Walter White. Leon, what's Walter White doing? What's his occupation?
He is a chemistry teacher at a high school.
And what does he end up having? What does the doctor tell him he has?
He gets diagnosed with lung cancer.
And how many years does Walter White have to live?
I think 2.
He has about 2 years. So what does Walter White do as a chemistry teacher? He becomes a drug dealer.
Yep.
He becomes a drug dealer. And not only does he become a drug dealer, he becomes the best drug dealer probably
Ever.
on the planet.
Right.
He has the best product on the planet. He already has a mind for the business side of it. And it just takes him down a path that you will regret not watching.
Recoup from.
So, I want to say more, but I would be spoiling it. And a lot of you guys who've seen Breaking Bad already, you know what we're talking about. Yeah, guys, that was the true version of our top 5 shows to watch after watching House of the Dragon. Let us know what you think. Let us know how many shows you've seen. If you've seen all of them, we're emailing you a cookie, okay? Because what the frick? How did you do that? If you haven't seen them, you got to get on it. A couple of y'all probably started Nightfall and said, I'm not watching it. Watch it.
Please watch it.
Watch it, okay?
It's so good.
We love you guys, and we will see you next time.